This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Eve of Destruction by Philip Flip Sloan is an iconic piece that describes an epoch. It was written in 1965 when the USA endured really hard times. The song is a response to the escalation of the conflict in Vietnam. Notably, it was written by a 19-year-old boy who had graduated from school only a year before. The song is about the general attitude of young Americans toward the conflict in Vietnam. Americans did not want any wars or violence. It is also necessary to note that American society was also torn by a conflict as the tension between African Americans and white Americans was at its peak. The Caribbean missile conflict also made people anxious. The fear of atomic war and the horrors of red countries made people think of destruction and decay. Besides, there was a lot of violence within the boundaries of the country as young people were shooting in their schools and killing their peers. The song is a reflection of these constraints. The music was composed in June-July 1965, during the conflict when American society was torn into two camps. The majority of Americans did not want the war, but some still tried to justify the war in Vietnam. It is necessary to note that American troops only started landing on the territory of Vietnam, but many foresaw that the war would take many American lives. Sloan was against the war and any violence. He was also against the hypocrisy in the American society. He did not want to escalate the conflict. On the contrary, he wanted to make people stop killing each other. Remarkably, the song reached its intended audience as it became number one in 1965 in the United States. All Americans were inspired by the song, and it became a kind of an anthem to create a better life and a more righteous American society. Nonetheless, it did not have a direct effect on the development of the conflict as it did not stop the war. However, it contributed greatly to the development of public opinion on the matter. The song became popular when Barry McGuire sang it in the summer of 1965. It was a great success due to the piece itself and due to the inspirational performance of the singer. The lyrics discussed the wrongs of the American society. The Vietnam War and the threat from red countries are the core elements of the song. Sloan wrote, "Think of all the hate in Red China," and this line reveals Americans' fears of those times. It is possible to note that the lyrics reveal that the writer of the song is on the side of American society. However, the song is also a way to help Americans see their vices and become a better society. The piece pertains to folk rock. Thus, the texture of the piece is homophonic. The instruments used are typical for folk rock. Thus, a guitar, drums, and harmonica are used. The melody is conjunct. This type of melody may have contributed to the piece's popularity. The song is performed at quite a slow tempo. These means make the song inspirational as every musical peculiarity stresses the idea of the song. Thus, the melody is quite simple and very catchy. The words are full of meaning. People listened to and sang the song as it was easy to perform and it revealed a particular viewpoint. This essay on protest song, Eve of Destruction by Philip Flip Sloan, was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one, on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.